All right, y'all. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. This is a very, very easy topic. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, people want to make it difficult. You know what I'm saying? So we are going to discuss Carmelo Anthony, the murderer of Austin Metcalf, right? I'm about to show y'all right now, just off of technicalities alone, why Carmelo Anthony will be going to prison, right? So in Texas, you got the stand your ground law. That's the main thing that folks been pushing on Facebook, right? Hey, Carmelo Anthony gonna be okay. He was practicing self-defense. He was practicing stand your ground. Okay. Well, let's read between the lines, right? Let's see what that really means. We got this thing called the Castle Doctrine, right? I'm gonna read this to y'all. Force, as long as it's reasonable at the moment and proportionate to the threat, proportionate to the threat, proportionate to the threat is permitted in self-defense. The amount of force mustn't be greater than the amount of force used by the perpetrator. The amount of force mustn't be greater than the amount of force used by the perpetrator. One more time for the people in the back. The amount of force mustn't be greater than the amount of force used by the perpetrator. The use of too much force is considered a crime in Texas. Matters of self-defense may be viewed as serious crimes. I'm going to continue. Is deadly force ever considered proportionate force? Texas law gives people the right to defend themselves, others in harm's way, their possessions, and their private spaces, home, office, or workplace. People can sometimes use deadly force when they consider it reasonable in response to crimes such as sexual assault, robbery, or murder. However, there are times where deadly force might be considered disproportionate to the threat, in which case self-defense would not apply and the person would be charged with a violent crime. So, with that being said, that word right here, this is the word we're looking at. Proportionate force, right? So, Austin Metcalf was by himself. He had no lethal weapons or any weapons. It was just him and his body. Carmelo Anthony had a knife, which that knife should not have been brought to that campus anyway. So he's going to get in trouble from that alone. You know what I'm saying? So just having a knife in his possession, he's going to get in trouble for that. That's a given, right? But not only did he have that knife, he killed somebody with that knife. He's not going to beat this case. I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how y'all, okay, the white boy was a bully, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, it's this word right here. Proportionate. Proportionate. Carmelo Anthony used deadly force in a situation where deadly force was not needed. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in my other video, it should have been settled as an old school fight. If Carmelo got his ass whooped, it's all good. Everybody's still alive. You move on to fight another day. But instead, he chose to pull out a knife and take this young man's life. He's not going to beat this case. He's not. Off of technicalities alone, he's not going to beat this case. So y'all on Facebook talking crazy. Y'all are donating all this money. He's made over $140,000 on his GoFundMe for some bullshit. I wonder where all that money gonna go. Because it's not gonna go to him. Because he's going to jail. So very simple, very easy video. This is the law. This is the Texas Stand Your Ground law. It must be proportionate to the threat. Simple as that. We ain't gotta go no further. So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. It's your boy TJ the Realist. New videos coming soon.